Hello everybody, welcome back to Mewgenics every day until we beat the game. Today is day 138, and we will be going on a run once we get these dead cats sorted. And by dead cats, I mean dead cat singular. Because there is one. You know what? Just in case we get unrestricted, if you can't tell, I really like unrestricted. We're going to keep this guy as colorless because it also leaves open the possibility of going to Throbbing King afterward. Which reminds me, I'm pretty sure all we have left is Throbbing King marks. Yeah. Well, I mean, and Dybeck as Tinker, so I guess we'll be going Dybeck. But yeah, beyond that, all we need is Tank and Butcher. But I'm not going to try to work it into a team where I don't think it would work. Colorless just seems a little bit harder. And obviously we will be continuing chipping away at Act 1. Although we should probably start considering doing Black Shard soon. Just so that we don't, like, max out the quest items slot. Yeah, with this I'd ideally get, like, any sort of area damage, because then what I could do is try killing the kittens, which I'm gonna try to do anyway with Pestilence, because then I can have a bunch of zombie kittens. That's an interesting interaction. If you have Charm on Maisie, she just won't do anything to save her kittens. Which means you just get to pretty much remove her whole gimmick for free. Except she still attacks your guys, though, so she pretty much behaves as though she has madness. But anyway, Maisie is dead here. And we can actually kill all of her kittens. Kinda. Necromancer revives if he kills an enemy. Yeah, our Tinker died, but we have both the other enemies down to just 1 health, so that's good-ish. We do still have another hard encounter and then the boss, though. So we should maybe try and stay away from the hard path, I guess. Yeah, it sucks that we got Hunter's Soul. Because, I kinda don't want anything Hunter-related. I do like the idea of Mini-Me, though. Mini-Me seems pretty good. I say seems like it's not, like, probably my favorite ability in the game. You know what? Screw it. Bugman. There we go. That fight was taking forever, and like all of my cats had the debuff that cat colors inflict. Oh, Gravity Falls is really good with take aim. So long as I can keep our rangers still, it shouldn't really be like not happening ever. It's just extra damage. Okay, so tech gives spawned robots all stats ups. That's pretty good, actually. Oh, the rubber fist bot is kind of bad, though. So, I don't think I'm going to be using that anymore. I thought it would move. No, it kind of just hits anything that gets near it. Yeah, Gravity Falls might be really good, because that was 16 and not a crit. And we will be going Junkyard, because I believe we are missing Dieback on the Tinker. Which means Chubs and Nubs, again. Wow, Rot is really strong with maggots, because it makes it crit. Always. And it's marked for specifically bugs. But, like, it's strong, is what I'm getting at. Like, a lot stronger than I thought it would be. Because I thought Rot was just the thing where it made you spawn corpses on death. Or made you spawn, bugs on death. And, like, ate the body and stuff. The thing that Spinneret gives. That I actually don't remember the name of. Infested. It's infested. Infested and Rot are not the same. And we've got another cat rib. We could try to do something during Pyrophena again. There we go. Oh wait, there's one fly left up there. And I actually found a pretty nifty synergy with Thrumming Charm. That being Snacks. Because apparently the healing for Snacks is based on magic damage for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. But we need max mana, actually. Because the Necromancer is now our party's healer. Which is like a strange thing to say, but like, yeah. the party healer, and it's the necromancer. The guy whose entire thing is healing just himself. I wonder if increasing damage would also increase the healing from snacks. And, like, obviously the best way to check is to check. So, yeah. It appears to not, but it does increase the damage of the leech, so I'll take that. That's interesting. Rot flies spawned from an alpha enemy will be alphas themselves. And now we have an alpha glass spitter for ourselves. And now we have 2 alpha rot flies. And there we go. That was a pretty rough encounter, but we got through it. And that's what's important. We could get a mutation here, so as usual, I will inspect Steven. Dyslexia. Okay. The fetus starts screaming at Skylar, going on incoherently about something that makes no sense to her. Okay, everything's just hard to read now. Except for terrain walk for some reason. And gravity falls. Why are those 2 normal? Swap 3s and 5s in the mana costs and damage values of your spells. While in a battle, 6s and 9s are also swapped. Cool. That could have ended way worse though, so, like, I'm not complaining too much. I think dyslexia is actually kind of funny because they made dyslexia like a thing that works in this game. It is still kind of weird how I can read it perfectly though. Oh my god, it only switches them when reading it. So this is actually doing 9 damage right now. Okay, so it does just actually make it hard to read. That might be a little annoying having the numbers not actually reflect what they are, but eh. Does this mean at 10 it's gonna read 30? Or am I completely misreading it? No, it swaps 3s and 5s, so at 13 is it gonna read 15? I guess is my actual question.
Where's that smell coming from? Ooh, that's nice. Where's that smell coming from now? Where's that smell coming from?
It's really weird how it only... Oh my god, I think it only shovels words with repeat letters. Nope. No, that's not how it works, but it's still kind of annoying. Oh my... Wait, no, I was reading them wrong from how they currently are, which is reading them right.
Where's that smell coming from? I'm a chum bucket kitty, baby, living in the city. Maybe you can throw me something now, throw me something, mister. I'm a chum bucket kitty, maybe living in the city. Maybe you can throw me something now, throw me something, mister. Come on! Throw me something smelly, toss me something kind of dead. If you really, really love me, just let me chew off its head. Where's that smell coming from?
That's interesting. With the Nubs Flub, I think it's called, Nubs can clear other tile effects besides creep, or at least push them away. I couldn't tell which.
coming from? Where's that smell coming from? Use a little flesh, and it don't need to be fresh. It's been around a little while. That'll surely make you smile. Come on, give me a leg up and the right to bear arms. You're mostly dead anyway. So really, what's the harm?
Oh no, Chubbs is mad.
Baby living in the city, maybe you can throw me something now. Throw me something, Mr. I'm a chum bucket kitty. Baby living in the city, maybe you can throw me something now. Throw me something, Mr. Come on.
And there we go. We have one, maybe two areas left. I'm not too sure if we're gonna do Throbbing King yet. I feel like I haven't seen skeleton cats in like forever.
Well, it's midnight in the graveyard. The moon's behind a cloud, and there's a cold, clammy chill slowly creeping up my spine. There's a black cat on a tombstone with a piercing yellow eye. I got a feeling I've been watched all the time. Here lies Fluffy, run over by a truck, decaying, decrepit, and dead. Rest in peace, Whiskers, you were such a good cat, till a coyote came and bit off your head. All the four-legged spirits are swaying in the shadows. The skeletons are singing a supernatural song. There's a
Okay, with craft, if we get, I think it's research plus, we will have permanent 1 tech and we can get tech 1 items. And now it's on to Mama Maggot. Her swarm versus mine.
boneyard, it never died. You'll hear their putrid
Okay, it looks like we're gonna be down 2 cats. Or not. Or the Chargy Maggot just makes a hell of a misplay. And now we're down 2 cats for the rest of the fight. And I'm trying to not move the ranger because of take aim. But if I don't move the ranger, we might lose here.
bone with a piercing yellow eye. Got a feeling I'm in one.
You see, I actually don't mind the necromancer taking damage because him taking damage means more leeches. And we might be able to kill Mama Maggot here if we crit, which we didn't. Which unfortunately means our necromancer is down now. Yeah, we might want to consider Stevening here. Unless Mama Maggot dies literally this turn. Which is not the case, so we're going to Steven. Yeah, upon further inspection, I do not believe that this team is good enough to do Throbbing King. Maybe we could pull out a Diebuck, but not a Throbbing King. But yeah, we also need to like hard focus the mutated maggots more instead of, you know, Mama Maggot herself. And unfortunately, the mini-me cat has died again, but not the mini-me of the cat, it's the cat with mini-me.
tombstone with
There we go. Finally, some breathing room in this fight. Because we have the funny big Tesla cannon that I honestly kind of forgot existed. Been a while since we've gotten it.
rest in peace, Whiskers. You were such a good cat.
Yeah, I'll try to focus the mutated maggots, because we didn't do that last time, and then we functionally lost.
All the four-legged spirits are swaying in the shadows.
Okay, yeah. Despite the fact that two cats are near death or nearer death, this time is going pretty good. Although the scary is getting another turn, which means it'll apply fear and take away the take aim thing. Oh no, it can also inflict doom. That's fun. I didn't remember if it was that one or not. It is. Also, this guy needs to severely heal himself. Because he was on 9 health, and then 1 health, and then 9 health again. So he could have been one shot. And stunned and fear do trigger at the same time and cancel each other out. That is pretty cool. There we go. We should hopefully be able to... Yeah, we just have a swarm of maggots and leeches and rotflies to just maul everything to death. And she does only have 9 health left. So, fingers crossed. 7 health left, so fingers crossed. And with the Necromancer, I'll try to kill the Scary. Because... yeah. It's the name. Okay. We did lose the take aim bonus, but Mama Maggot and the Scary are both dead. And we will not be doing the hard path for obvious reasons, because this team could hardly handle this fight, which I think is pretty easy normally. So yeah. Oh, my bad. I was thinking of tech... No, my bad. Version 2.0. Because there the bonus is that it only consumes 1 tech. This one we always... No, this one consumes 1 tech instead of making us always have 1. Which, don't get me wrong, only consuming 1 tech is still stupid strong. I could waste a mana to just down all of the skeleton cats immediately. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Especially with the mana-eating tombstone.
Well, it's midnight.
But yeah, I think if we can get Dybuck to possess the Ranger, ideally, we should have a pretty easy time with that fight. Because the Ranger, while being the strongest, I don't know if Dybuck is going to be able to understand a build. The game kind of has a bit of a struggle with actually understanding how to use builds.
Being decrepit and dead. Rest in peace, Whiskers. You were such a good.
And there goes the Tinker again, unfortunately. And now all the corpses are gone except the Tinkers. So now we can hard focus the tall skeleton cat.
In the shadows, a skeleton.
And there we go. And now it is on to Dybuck. Which, yeah, I don't exactly know. I think we kind of just need to get Dybuck into a corner and have that be when the Ranger, like when it's the Ranger's turn. Honestly, I have no complaints with the maggots and leeches surrounding Dybook. But I do have a complaint with the fact that this guy is burning to death. And I do have a log, which is like the goat of weapons against Dybook. Because you just need him in about the center, and then you can just get a really, really good strong hit off. Although if the Necromancer dies and then Dybook takes the Necromancer, I wouldn't be complaining. Although it is some extra leeches that we would have to kill. Wait, can she move right now? No. Okay. And now he can extra not move, so... Boom, and boom, and boom. And that's down to 38 health. And that is now the Necromancer dead as well, unfortunately. But he still can't move, so... And now if we do this, because it would be better to save Pusid Zero for this, because it does more damage. And then we... log. And then we... throw the log. And then we craft a 22 rifle. And then we throw the 22 rifle. And then we tech. And then we craft. And then we do nothing with that because there's no way I can precisely target one specifically of the leeches. However, I can spawn maggots. No, I can't. Never mind. I was about to say I can spawn maggots in a way that lets me pin Dybook in one spot, but I cannot. Yes, okay. However, fortunately, the mini-me is, doing its job of helping. Oh, speaking of which, Dybook is now in a corner. So what I can do is this. And Dybook is now being dragged back down to hell where he belongs. But this leech is an enemy. It's not an enemy, it's a leech. But, we will not be continuing to Throbbing King, because this build is just simply not strong enough. I am happy that we got Armor Specialist, though. And yeah, I don't think any of these cats are too notable, so I'll just send them off to Frank. Or Butch, if possible. Butch obviously has priority, because we need more item storage. Oh, he wants Crater or Bunker. My bad. So yeah, we are donating to Frank. We could also donate to Baby Jack. I also forgot, we bought the furniture idol, right? Because I don't see it placed anywhere. Or I'm just like blind. I am blind. It's right here. But yeah, that will be the end of this one. Have a good day, and not peace, actually. We have a really big dresser, okay. But then we also have, I feel like I'm forgetting something. We have Pyrophena in 2 days. But, not in 2 days, in 6 days. But yeah, that will be the end of this one. Have a good day, and peace.